get this started. What you're about to see here is an epic all-out brawl interleague match of the Black and Bluegrass Roller Girls. In the red, we have the, go ahead.
The Fire Eaters.
Fire Eaters. And in the blue, we have the Bearded Ladies. And they're off. We have Pinup Pussycat is a bearded lady in the blue for the blue.
For blue.
And she is your lead jammer, Pinup Pussycat.
Edelweiss out ahead. She is not your lead jammer, but ahead right now. Pinup Pussycat hot on her tail. As my cohort alluded to, she is the lead jammer.
That's right. You might see some jammer on jammer action early. We do. Edelweiss knocked to the floor.
That bearded lady just took her out.
That's right. She ate wood from the floor.
She did eat some wood.
That did not be thinking out bad, but I was already committed.
You gotta go with it sometimes.
And we start out with a 0-0 jam. You know what that means?
That means no one scored?
And it means drink if you're me. And we get set up for the second jam. We are scoreless. For the Crimson, we have Crimson Chaos for the Bearded Ladies. It's going to be a total mouthful all night long. That's Becca.
And Becca recognized jamming for the Fire Eaters. She's not on here.
She should be. Unless she switched teams. She may have switched teams. Yeah, she switched teams.
Okay.
Shit, sorry.
That's all right.
I didn't know.
And headed to the box is the Bearded Lady Jammer.
That would be Crimson Chaos.
Crimson Chaos gonna spend 30 seconds thinking about whatever she did.
That's right. And just a reminder, this is her second bout of the night. She played in the first one as well.
That Fire Eater, Becca recognized lead jammer.
Fire Eater. Fire, fire.
No back call, they gotta let Becca through. Becca comes around and picks up 5 points. She calls off the jam.
Calls it off while the jam was going.
That's how you do it.
That's right.
You say, I don't want to jam anymore. I'm tapping my hips. I'm saying stop.
And lining up here to jam, we have Pinup Pussycat for the Bearded Ladies. I was actually hoping for more actual beards. So far I see one, and it's me.
I know, I'm disappointed in the lack of beards. Maybe at halftime they can draw them on. Although I see no lack of tutus on the track.
No, there are plenty of tutus. Speaking of tutus, Reva McIntyre getting sent to the penalty box for the Fire Eaters. Our first power jam of this game, we have Pinup Pussycat as your lead jammer.
Oh, Pinup Pussycat taking a shellacking there from Shanita Spankin.
That's right, that was the infamous Shanita Spankin.
No.
Big hits, 4 points picked up by Pinup Pussycat. Only 4? Which one didn't count?
I know, I should have got 5.
No worries.
Shanita reverses her.
I've been questioning ref stuff all night. I gotta just go with the flow. She gets knocked to the inside, has to lose some ground. Shanita, brutal blocks.
And she's tired of dealing with it, so just calls it off.
That's right. She said, forget this noise, somebody else can jam.
Let's see for the Fire Eaters who it's going to be.
It's going to be Crimson Chaos back up for the Bearded Ladies.
And that's Edelweiss taking the Jammer Star for
That's right.
the Fire Eaters.
She's dressed as if like Wonder Woman and Human Torch.
A little bit of the
melted.
Flash.
Yeah. Lead jammer, Crimson Chaos!
Crimson Chaos takes a hit, but stays on her feet.
That's
she
right.
gets through, picks up a grand slam.
Grand slam for your troubles, man.
Edelweiss still working, trying to get around. Tank has really got a big booty stall on her there. Not letting her maneuver in the least bit.
That's true. That Tank is showing you what she's good at. And another grand slam, Crimson Chaos! Cinnabite knocking Edelweiss outside. Big hit. Crimson Chaos took from Von Beethoven.
Von Beethoven putting her to the floor.
Cloud shoes. Crimson Chaos was hitching a ride on Billy Bitch Slap for a second. Falls to the floor. Hit from Proud Mary. And Crimson Chaos makes it through again. Another grand slam, Crimson Chaos! Is that 3? I didn't mean to cut you off, by the way.
Tank putting Edelweiss to the concrete, not the concrete. It's not concrete, it's wood.
Another grand slam there. Crimson Chaos. This jam is over.
And I'm sure Edelweiss is very happy this jam is over.
Can't see how you'd be wrong there. The score right now is as stands. The Fire Eaters have 5. The Bearded Ladies 24. Bearded Ladies getting a big jump.
Tank was giving her what we like to call the business.
The business. Darla Vader is going to be jamming for the Bearded Ladies.
Taking on Becca Recognize for the Fire Eaters.
The force is strong with this jammer.
Yes, it is, because she picks up the lead quickly before getting to turn 2.
That's right.
And Becca through on that inside line. Picks up 5 points.
Grand slam! Becca recognized. Darla Vader is hung up on Silver Rose or Silver and Fuego.
Silver and Fuego.
Another grand slam picked up by Becca Recognized.
Earlier we had some Caca and Fuego. Now we have some Silver and Fuego.
That's right.
But if your Caca is Silver and Fuego, you might want to go to the doctor.
That's true. Get your shot. Got 4 points picked up there by Becca Recognized, and she calls it off. Becca doing her part to play catch-up. Fire Eaters pick up like 14 points there. Or 15. 24-19 is the score.
Taking the chamber panty for the Fire Eaters.
And Crimson Chaos and her fabulous rainbow socks for the Bearded Ladies. There they go.
Oh, Doyle rolls with a shot to the upper portion of Von Beethoven.
It's good to see O'Doyle rolls out here tonight. She played in the first game. She's been around BBRG a while, and I don't think I've ever seen her bout before.
Yeah,
So.
This is her first bout tonight, so congratulations to her. She did play in the first bout tonight against Naptown.
That's right.
So she is now a wily veteran.
That's true.
This being her second bout.
An old hat. Crimson Chaos is getting sent to the penalty box. We're on a power jam with Von Beethoven. Looks like calling it off. Not before picking up 2 points. We already have a 3-point game. Looks like 3 points are separating these teams, so the Fire Eaters have made quite the comeback in the past few jams.
They have. They put the points on the board when they needed them.
That's
right now they've got a very strong jammer out there, and Becca Recognize.
They have a very strong line as well. We have Crimson Chaos still sitting in the box. We're still on a power jam. Power jam.
And lead jammer. That goes to Becca Recognize.
That's right. Showing you what she came here to do.
That's what she do.
And what she did was get right through the pack. Grand Slam. And she calls it off.
Calls it off for God and Country.
That's right. That was 10 points for Becca Recognize in that jam. Which needs a lead change.
Ooh, a lead change. The Fire Eaters are ahead. 26-24. So far, a nail biter, Scotty Mouth.
It's true. I'd like to see the lead changes. Ooh, bitter rivalry forming between Proud Mary and Pinup Pussycat. You saw it here first.
You can see it. The animosity in the eyes.
That's right. They may look like they're singing at each other, but it's such trash talk. Lead jammer, Pinup Pussycat!
Kat Von Diesel reversing Proud Mary there. She's now stuck back at the jammer line, trying to get some forward momentum going.
And if you missed it, she tried to knock out Pinup Pussycat if she made her approach, too.
Such a strong blue line there. Proud Mary doing her best to move forward, and their wheels are not moving forward at all.
Grand Slam picked up by Pinup Pussycat.
Oh, nice little hop move there of the apex.
And that's enough to give her another Grand Slam, Pinup Pussycat. Makes it through again, another Grand Slam for Pinup Pussycat. Just noticed Proud Mary's in the penalty box.
Proud Mary was in the penalty box.
I did not realize we were on a power jam. I thought she was just hung up in the pack.
I didn't see her get called off either. That must have happened around turn 3 where we were able to see.
We had a little bit of difficulty with that far turn.
I think there was an NSO in my way.
And that's probably it.
They just like to stand there, so I can't see.
I was just distracted by all the Grand Slams.
Well, that or those pink shirts, one or the other.
That would be another lead change. The Bearded Ladies have taken back the lead.
Oh, those dastardly Bearded Ladies.
39-26, and we have a timeout.
Okay. Looks like maybe some track construction issue.
Okay, they're going to fix that, so let's talk about it. Or maybe not. All right, these girls get the line back up. We have Smack Daniels behind the jammer line for the Bearded Ladies. I gotta say ladies like that. It's ladies. Bearded Ladies. The Bearded Lady,
a woman who can defend your honor.
That's right. Blue blockers were hanging back, and they caught a piece of Proud Mary as she came into the first turn here. The lead jammer, Smack Daniels!
Birthday today.
Tomorrow. Yeah. So midnight. Grand Slam, Smack Daniels! Oh, it looks like there was a star pass because Reba Racketire is now your jammer. And Smack Daniels is getting sent to the penalty box.
So that's going to put Reba McIntyre on a power jam for the Fire Eaters. Nice assist by Shanita Spankin there.
Knocking Darla Vader out of the way, making a space for Reva McIntyre, who picks up a grand slam. She gets by Cinnabite. Another grand slam, Reva McIntyre.
Where was all this in the first bout?
And the jam is called. Reva picking up some points there.
I think so.
You're gonna have Pinup Pussycat returning for the bearded ladies.
And for the Fire Eaters, that's going to be Von Beethoven.
Nope. For the Fire Eaters, that's Becca Recognize.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They scammed you when you weren't looking.
That's not nice.
Well, they did it. I saw it. And your lead jammer, Pinup Pussycat!
Maybe I mistook the pivot panty
Possibly.
for the Jammer Star.
Honestly, I thought it was Von Beethoven too, so. A grand slam for Pinup Pussycat! This has been Pinup's game.
It has been a very good game for Pinup Pussycat so far.
We're only halfway through the first half. 4 points so far for Pinup Pussycat. She's gonna try to get that fifth one though. Little jammer on jammer something something? Yes indeed. And there's that point. She picked up the fifth point and calls it off.
That all-important fifth point from the Jammer.
58-41 with the bearded ladies in control right now. That's still a pretty close game though.
It is a close game.
Crimson Chaos for the bearded ladies and ladies. I'm gonna keep saying that.
Firewire jamming for the Fire Eaters,
Is that what
aka Edelweiss.
Edelweiss. The jammer formerly known as Edelweiss. Shanita Spankin making her backtrack a lot. And Heavy Chevy doing the same.
Shanita Spankin reversing the Jammer. Almost halfway across the track.
It's kind of funny. So everybody's going the wrong way just to
I
make
think
it.
eventually you get out of play, but
Not if the whole pack's going with you, right?
I guess not.
Heavy Chevy and Billy Bitslap working well together to keep Edelweiss. And then here comes Cinnabite for the last minute save, knocking Edelweiss or Firewire out. But not to be outdone. Crimson Chaos getting knocked to the inside. Both these girls having trouble here.
Yeah, Crimson Chaos stuck behind some Shanita Spankin action.
Yeah, if you're a jammer, that's not where you want to be stuck.
It absolutely is not her Crochetti keeping her back. She tries a little spin move, not working. Lots of really great defensive action on both teams and right now.
Crimson Chaos getting knocked to the outside by all three blockers that were on her right there. Shanita Spankin getting sent to the penalty box for trouble. Edelweiss finally getting past. She's your lead jammer with like 14 jam seconds to go.
Finally gets through, but that says a lot about her spirit.
It's true. We got Crimson Chaos headed to the sin bin.
Well, lots of action going on right as the jam's about to close.
Yep. That one went the full 2 minutes, just by default, really. We're on a power jam, and we will start on a power jam with these fire eaters in control.
So right now, Becca Recognize is going to get the Jammer Star by herself. She's going to be on a power jam. She's going to have her 30 seconds to get lead and score some points while she's the only one out there.
And Crimson Chaos is going to, be penalized. That's why we're on a power jam. And now that we're all caught up,
Davis Mengen comes in, clears the way. When leading inside, it gets lead. That's going to be Becca recognized for the Fire Eaters.
she barely made it past Hot Team Ollie there. Almost didn't make it past Tang. And the jam is called off. I'm guessing she caught a glimpse of the returning Crimson Chaos and knew that her power jam was ending. Calls it right off. It's smart thinking.
Good timing there for that, absolutely.
Smart thinking. Looks like Becca's gonna stick around.
She's like, I was feeling good about it, I'm gonna do it again.
I ain't had enough. Never enough. If she's gonna battle pin-up pussycats.
She's a gamer.
Totally. For sure. Pin-up goes right up into the wall that is Silver Rose.
Picks up the lead jammer for Becca recognized.
That's right. This may be the first jam the Pin-up pussycats in that she hasn't gotten lead jammer. She's been playing really well tonight.
I think it has been. This has really been her game so far.
Picking up 3 points there is Becca recognized, 3 unanswered points. She called it off. And it's a really close one, folks. 50 points for the Fire Eaters, 58 for the Bearded Ladies. 8 points separate these teams. Now a little background, they chose these teams so they would be even to make it fun to play and watch, but 8 points is a really, really close one.
That's a tight one right there.
That's right. There they go. Splinter Cat gonna jam. It's her first time jamming, at least in this game. I don't remember her jamming the last one either, but.
And Becca recognized out there what I believe is the 3rd jam in a row with the Jammer Star. And she's gonna go to the penalty box.
I think she did that on purpose just to take a rest. She's been out there for a while.
She's kind of tired. She wanted to take 30 seconds.
I mean, you just need to take a breather sometimes. And if by take a breather, I mean track cut and elbow, you just got to do it. And Splinter Cat is not your lead jammer, so there will be no lead. We'll go all the way to the end of the 2 minutes for this jam.
It's gonna be a natural 2-minute jam.
That's right.
That's a long time when you're skating around.
And a grand slam for Splinter Cat!
And the power jam comes with him as Becca recognized re-enters the pack. She's fighting it through on the outside as she does.
Narrowly avoiding Heavy Chevy.
Heavy Chevy with a really great effort there trying to take her out.
It's not a 4x4 I want barreling at me. No sirree, sir.
I probably would have just frozen and let her hit me.
Deer in headlights.
But Becca recognizes a much better roller girl than I am.
Or announcer headlights. Announcer and headlights. Becca recognized, picks up a grand slam there. Grand slam, Becca recognized.
That's 5 big points.
That's right.
Oh, fighting out Hot Tamale there. Hot Tamale knocks her to the outside.
Doyle Rule's going to take a seat. Doyle Rules.
It's a 4-on-3 pack advantage for the Fire Eaters. And that'll do it for that jam.
Hey everybody, I would like to take this time real quick to bring your attention to a podcast I do with your very own Black and Bluegrass Roller Girls announcer, Scotty Mouth. Along with myself, Josh Bodecker, and our compatriot, Josh Flowers, every week we have chats about everything entertainment, local events, and more. Hey, and every once in a while we even interview your favorite roller girl. So stop on by and give us a listen. You can find us at autfn.wordpress.com. You can also find us on iTunes, Facebook, and YouTube. Just search our name and you can find us. If you happen to live in the Northern Kentucky area, you can watch us on cable on Time Warner Channel 22 and Cincinnati Bell Channel 822. Well, let's get back to more roller derby action.
Pin up Pussycat on the line for the bearded ladies.
And that's Von Beethoven jamming for the Fire Eaters.
That's right. It's been a while since she's been the jammer out here. But she hasn't missed a step. By a while, I mean minutes. I don't mean, hours, days, or anything.
And she gets through and picks up the lead jammer, Von Beethoven, for the Fire Eaters. Fire Eaters taking the front line as we got a fast back there between turns 1 and 2.
And up Pussycat, picking up 2 quick points at the end with an apex jump. Looked like that was a 2-2. We are sitting at 60 for the Fire Eaters. 60 for the Fire Eaters, 68 for the bearded ladies. We're still at an 8-point.
Thanks, Rob.
Kat Von Diesel making a rare appearance in a jammer panty.
And she's going to be taking on Edelweiss.
And Kat Von Diesel just forcing her way through the pack. Gets hung up on Shanita Spankin. Big hit.
Block and a half there from Tank on Edelweiss. Putting her to the wood.
Both jammers are backtracking. It looks like, yep, Edelweiss, Firewire, is going to have to sit down. That was, I believe, a low block because someone tripped over her.
Yeah, that's kind of illegal.
Kind of. They don't like it.
It's frowned upon.
Like it.
It's frowned upon.
So did they say that
Naptown has
merch? There's a quick announcement. Naptown does have merch. If you want to check out what they have brought with them from scenic Indianapolis, you should go check them out. Back at the merch table.
T-shirts, buttons, tchotchkes.
And we have Kat Von Diesel with a track cut. So she's going to take a little sit down.
Maybe she's going to go get some Naptown swag.
Maybe. We have an unofficial track cut. Oh, illegal procedure there from Miss Firewire. So Kat Von Diesel's not going to sit for long. Don't get comfy. All too late. She got comfy. She got comfy. And now she's back up. We have the Power Jam flip-flop.
She had her legs up. She was getting ready to get a Coke. She was all comfy.
Her eyes were getting heavy. Power Jam is over. Firewire did not have to sit there for long. Up. Back block. Kat Von Diesel felt she didn't get the rest she needed the last time.
She's got to go sit back now.
She's going to have a seat. Someone bring her a tea.
A chai tea?
Chai tea. This jam has probably mercifully ended.
Let's just do another one.
I don't know if there were any points scored at all in that one.
That one wasn't very fun.
Lots of penalizing going on.
Lots of refs putting girls into the penalty box.
How dare they? We're still in the Power Jam with Kat Von Diesel chilling out in the penalty box. Hanging out, being a dude. We have Reba McIntyre. I just want to say I like announcing the inter-league bout because you know everybody.
Yeah, it is nice.
And you can be more jokey.
You know who the skaters are on the track?
Yes.
You can say, almost mean things about them.
Right, within
Almost.
reason. Kat Von Diesel just barreled over Kung Fu Hussy.
And Reba McIntyre into the penalty box.
Yep. And your lead jammer, Kat Von Diesel!
And Pinna Pussycat making some offensive maneuvers there. Putting Kat Von Diesel through past the back.
That's right.
That'll do it for that jam as she picks up 3 points.
Pinup showing she's not only a great jammer, she's a great walker too. Versatile.
She is a great versatile blocker, especially those offensive maneuvers.
She puts the verse in versatile, and by that I mean she's going to be doing some slam poetry later. At the after party.
And that's free with admission. You don't have to pay extra for that.
Oh, okay. We'll set her up in a corner and put a hat down. Crimson Chaos is your only jammer on this power jam right now. Runs into a wall of Shanita, Buxom Betty, Little Crochetty. Proud Mary will round out the Fire Eaters.
Now, do you snap and slam poetry at the end of it?
Do a what? A snap? You
Instead
do.
of the clapping?
You can, yeah.
Okay.
That's how I would do it.
The beatnik in me wants to come out.
The Maynard G. Krebs or whatever. That's a reference.
Wow.
That's a reference we shouldn't get. And your lead jammer is Reva McIntyre coming out of the penalty box to get a lead jammer.
And she's forced to the inside track. And it looks like she got a forearm.
Going right back to the penalty box. One more time, and we get to name it the Reva McIntyre Memorial Penalty Box. That's one more time. You still got you got one penalty to play with. We have a star pass. Heavy Chevy is now going to be your jammer for the Bearded Ladies.
Oh, Heavy Chevy able to keep her feet on the inside. Oh, but the ref says no, she didn't.
Track cuts.
Oh, that hurts me right in the heart.
It was a valiant effort, it really was.
It really was. She did her best to try and keep her feet in bounds, but
That's right.
just a little bit of a slip sends her to the penalty box. Because she's a dirty cheater.
Dirty, dirty cheater. And a grand slam picked up from Reva McIntyre. She tries to call it off, but instead she has a back block. She is now heading to the Reva McIntyre Memorial penalty box. Or maybe not. Here comes a timeout. Yeah, that's a good time to do that. Just realized it's halftime.
We've still got a half a derby ready to go.
That's right. I'd like to thank everyone for sticking around, watching this exciting and close game. We're talking 6 points separate these teams right now. Bearded Ladies have the 6-point advantage. Thank everyone for sticking around, watching this exciting and close game. We're talking 6 points separate these teams right now. Bearded Ladies have the 6-point advantage. And on the line we have Pinup Pussycat. It's Crochetty.
Taking on Crochetty for the Fire Eaters.
And wait for it.
On pins and needles. There's a rumor there might be derby.
I'm actually on the edge of my seat, like literally.
We'll pay for the whole seat, but you'll need the edge.
Making sure they get all their penalties and everything squared away.
Doyle Rules decide she didn't want to skate at this jam anyway.
You guys can have it. I'm all like, nope.
I'm totally over it.
And Pinup Pussycat, your lead jammer!
Crochetty looking to close in on her. While the Fire Eaters take the front line.
Calls it right off. It's like, nah.
Without picking up, I believe, yep, no points.
0-0.
A double shutout.
I'm almost out of water. It makes me a sad panda.
Excuse me, waitress.
Waitress, that's right.
Get some water and a couple chai teas, please.
Refill. I could do for a margarita right about now.
Oh, margarita does sound tasty.
Proud Mary. Oh, Pussycat's in the penalty box.
Oh.
Not sure why. The Proud Mary is your only jammer for the Fire Eaters. Good chance here for the Fire Eaters to pick up some points and catch up.
Yep, 71-65, the Bearded Ladies ahead. So they can take advantage here and put some points on the board. Close that gap, put them closer to the lead. Proud Mary knocked to the floor by Heavy Chevy.
And now almost by Splitter Cat. Splitter Cat can come up for a low block for a trip. See you next fall. And the Power Jam has ended as Pinup Pussycat enters the fray. And she's your lead jammer, Pinup Pussycat! Out of the penalty box and into lead jammer.
Out of the penalty box and right in back to it.
Ooh, multi-car pileup on the third turn. That didn't look so good.
Proud Mary up and through in her initial pass.
3 points picked up by Pinup Pussycat. Both these jammers are speeding.
Lightning fast.
Right.
With the speed of a Ronco food dehydrator. Just set it and forget it.
That's right. The pack isn't making it easy. Tries to call it off, but she got caught for a track cut.
Right before she tried to call it off, so that's going to be 30 seconds in the box for her.
Yeah, that was a close one. She barely crossed the line there. Tried to call it off before getting caught. And this jam has ended. Now we're getting set up for the next jam. That's how Derby works.
One's done and set up, ready to go again. Let's see who's going to be jamming. Becca recognized for the Fire Eaters.
That's right. Fire Eaters are still down by about 9 points. Not about, by exactly 9 points.
Exactly 9 points?
Right.
Becca recognizes a good choice to put out there. If you need 9 points, you have to overcome.
I'd like to point out another first-timer out there is Tammy Tsunami. It's her first bout this evening. First bout with that Bluegrass. Lead jammer, Becca recognized.
And Becca recognized, now the tape pops up.
Yep. Calls it off as a Smack Daniels is kind of hanging off her. No, don't call it off, please, for the love of all that's holy.
Let the jam keep going.
I like this jam. It's my favorite jam.
It's my favorite one ever. I don't want to do it again.
it.
You'll get to play again, Smack. It's
That's
okay.
right. It's okay. Because when one jam stops, another one starts.
Amazing how that happens.
Yep. So we have Darla Vader for the Bearded Ladies.
Crochetti on there for the Fire Eaters.
That's right.
Crochetti works outside, working now inside. And she stays in bounds, picks up Lee Jammer, Crochetti. And Crochetti forces her way through and gets past. Picks up 5 more points.
Yep, Darla Vader having some trouble with the pack. Jam is called. It's like no points picked up there. On that final turn, anyway.
0 points on that one. Pitched a shutout on the final pass.
Three points.
Still a very close game. You got it 74-71.
3 points.
6 minutes passed in the second half.
And not only is it close, they've kept the scores low.
Yeah, you have very good defense in the first half. We'll get into the second half here.
We got Smack Daniels is jamming for the Bearded Ladies.
And that's Becca recognized that as she is the lead jammer for the Fire Eaters.
You want to say flamethrowers?
It's all fiery, flamey. Grand Slam, Becca recognized.
And Becca recognized through, picks up 5 more points. That's a
Grand Slam.
another Grand Slam.
That's right. And a third Grand Slam for Becca recognized.
At this point, it's just become an entry on her resume. Gets Grand Slams.
Right. Oh, gets knocked out of bounds, calls it off, but not for picking up some points there.
Let's see what she picked up on that final pass, if anything. 4 points.
So this like 19. In my head, I'm hearing 19. It was like 19 points, which is definitely enough for a lead change.
Wow.
The Fire Eaters have taken the lead, 90-74. 16 points.
Gallant effort there in that last
That
jam.
was, yes. Now we have Pin-Up Pussycat for the Bearded Ladies.
She's going to fight to get some of that back. She's taking on Becca Recognize.
Bearded Ladies. And your lead jammer, Pin-Up Pussycat! Need more cowbell.
And a Pussycat taking a tumble. Almost into her own bench.
Thought she was gonna fly.
She forgot her cape. You can't fly without your cape.
That's it. Calls it off.
With authority.
Yeah. Don't call it off angry.
Just call it off.
Crimson Chaos. Crimson Chaos. And Becca recognized. Our
Crimson Chaos. Crimson Chaos being knocked to the floor by Shanita Smackin. Still battling against Shanita there at turn 1. Becca recognized maneuvering around the blockers. And she does pick up lead jammer. Becca recognized.
That was impressive.
That was very impressive. Most impressive.
Most impressive.
Most impressive. Obi-Wan has taught you well. Fast action here with both teams.
Definitely. Pack has picked up the pace.
They're moving and grooving. The red team set up in the back. Fire Eaters, the Bearded Ladies set up in the front. That calls off the jam.
And in 2 to a total.
77-92. Your score, Fire Eaters ahead.
That's 15 points for those of you, well, keeping score.
Okay, math whiz.
Hey. Not good at much. And a Pussycat for the Bearded Ladies.
Oh, a nice move there around the outside line.
Right, your lead jammer, Pin Up Pussycat! Crochetti trying to chase her down, by the way. And she calls it off. 4 points picked up by Pin Up Pussycat. It's 4 unanswered points, so that cuts into the 15-point lead. It is now 11.
1-0 cutting into that. Gonna get back Working to get back up there, reclaim the lead of their own.
Slow and steady wins the race, but that doesn't really count here. Crimson Chaos has returned for the bearded lady.
And you see that familiar face, that's Becca Recognized, jamming for the Fire Eaters.
Sure is. She is a jamming machine tonight.
She's been out there more often than not, it seems.
Right.
She says, I want to jam, give me the jammer star.
Crimson,
And more often than not, she's been picking up a lead just like that.
Crimson Chaos was hung up on Crochetti. I think it's knocked to the inside.
You're so sorry.
Three points for Becca Recognize on that one. Extending the Fire Eater lead.
That's how Von Beethoven going to be jamming for the Fire Eaters.
Yes, and Pin Up Pussycat has returned for the bearded ladies.
I'm gonna say it the rest of the night.
Bearded ladies.
He loves saying that.
It's funny.
And Beethoven picks up lead jammer for the Fire Eaters.
Was it the cheetah side of the shorts that did it?
They definitely don't help or hurt. She falls down to her shin pads and calls it off the jam.
It's like a grand slam picked up there by Von Beethoven as well. Cat Von Diesel returning. You okay?
She's taking on Cyborg for the
Long time listener, first time jammer.
You're right. I didn't know who that was at first. Oh, Cyborg. Yeah, I haven't seen her in a while.
And your lead jammer, Cat Von Diesel!
Yeah, Psych never jams. But in something like this, it doesn't really matter. But Twitter's just kind of like, I don't know if I've seen that number in a while. Like, who is that?
Cat Van Diesel taps her hits, calls off the jam.
The 0-0 jam there. Cat could not make it past Silver and Fuego. Darla Vader. Dark Lord of the Skate. Oh, I was wrong. Hit Up Pussycat is going to come into jam against Edelweiss.
There she is, Edelweiss. There was a ref in my way, I couldn't see. But his job is more important than mine, so it's okay.
Cannot be taken all the way back. Knocked to the inside was Pin Up Pussycat. Edelweiss having her own outside ordeal. I don't think we're going to make it past this turn.
They keep getting reversed back around. Finally they do. And she does pick up a lead jammer.
That's right. Lead
That
jammer.
took a little bit. Took some time off the clock there. Edelweiss throwing her initial pass.
100 to 81 is the score right now with the Fire Eaters in the lead. And she makes it through. 4 points and calls it off. Fire Eaters still in the lead, but that doesn't hurt. It's going to be a 15-point game now. 185.
Still a close one.
Very much so. 15 points is nothing. Unless you have 30 seconds, and then that's a whole other story.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to come up.
It's really all relative.
We've got more time than that.
We do. We have a lot more. We're down to 13 minutes, 50 seconds about. Plenty of derby left to play. We may see the lead change like dozens of times.
League does more time, absolutely. Von Beethoven jamming for the Fire Eaters.
And Darla Vader has now come out to jam for the bearded ladies. You know what? I'm kind of disappointed because they're the bearded ladies and not a single one of them is actually wearing a beard.
Such false advertising.
I was promised a beard.
I want my money back. Oh, wait.
Want your money back? I demand a refund. I
I
demand satisfaction.
I'm going to leave a scathing review on Yelp.
Not Yelp.
There were no beards.
No beards at all. But here's a couple of ladies getting sent out to the penalty box. A lot of quick penalties thrown out right there. That sounds like a whistle being blown. 2 points picked up by was it Von Beethoven?
Yep.
There's the beard.
Beards. I see a beard.
If you go to the after party, you can sit on her lap later. Tell her everything you want for Christmas. Sad thing is, nobody on this track has been a good little girl this year, so no matter what you ask for, you're not getting it.
Santa's going to save a lot of money.
I'm so happy I got my bearded lady. And lead jammer, Becca Recognize.
It's one of those little things that just makes your night.
It's true.
I never thought I'd say a bearded lady would make my night.
That's probably not the strangest thing to ever come out of my mouth, so.
And I've said a lot of crazy stuff.
That's right. I've seen a lot of things, done a lot of stuff.
Been there. See?
See?
Oh. All the dive bars and all the world. She had a rocket of mine.
Grand Slam picked up by Becca Recognize. Becca still just adding to the Fire Eaters lead. Picking up 4 more points. It's 9 for Becca Recognize at my count, which may not be the right count, but I'm just going to go with it. Darla Vader returning to the jammer line for the bearded lady.
And she's going to be taking on Psych Ward of the Fire Eaters.
And there they go. Darla skating right into a Shanita Betty Proud Mary wall.
Tank giving it to Psych Ward there on the inside, but Psych Ward able to stay inbounds and pick up a lead.
Psych Ward has track cut,
Oh.
so she is going to sit in the penalty box.
Not lead. My
You
apologies.
spoke far too soon.
And in fact, it's a full house there for the Fire Eaters.
That's right. Good opportunity here for Darla Vader and the bearded ladies. Because your lead jammer is now Darla Vader. And they have 2 blockers on the Fire Eaters
They
team.
got 2 blockers to contend with, so that's really a big advantage there.
But one of those is Shanita Spankin, which is a tough blocker. And the other one is also a tough blocker, and Big Proud Mary. Darla just trying to push Shanita Spankin around.
Not having any of it.
That was a hitter going the wrong way. That's a directional. It should be. I mean, in the long run, it doesn't matter, but that was totally a directional hit.
And trying to make it past Von Beethoven. Darla Vader makes it through. Grand Slam! Darla Vader!
And those are 5 hard-earned points.
That's right. She really did have to work for it. And the jam has been called off. Here's how it's going to set up. We have Pinup Pussycat going back for the bearded ladies.
And that's going to be Becca Recognized for the Fire Eaters.
And a timeout is called by the bearded ladies.
As my body quits, I feel your world in it. It's a beautiful life.
8:43 left in this match. Left in our night.
Lead jammer for Becca Recognize.
That's right. Familiar spot for her. Pinup Pussycat going to the Reva McEntire Memorial penalty box.
And it looks like we have a star pass there to Crochetti.
Crochetti wanted it.
From Becca Recognize. An early Christmas gift.
That's right, way early. Like totally way early. Grand Slam Crochetti.
And that worked. A lot of times, the only thing that star passes end in are tears. That would have been 5 points.
It does help that they're on a power jam. So another 5 points there for Crochetti. I don't know why that sound came out of my mouth, but there you go.
Penny Pussycat is through on her initial pass.
4 points picked up by Crochetti. Four points picked up by Pinup Pussycat. She's saying, I'm not out of this yet.
4 points also picked up by Crochetti on her tail end.
Another 4 points picked up by Pinup Pussycat. Darla Vader going to the penalty box. And so is Edelweiss.
Pinup Pussycat, finds a really small seam there on the inside. Gets through her pass and picks up 4 points.
Right after Crochetti also picked up 4 points. So a lot of back and forth in this one once Pinup got out of the penalty box.
138 to 102. Fire Eaters ahead. 6:30 remains in the game.
That's right, the Fire Eaters have really taken the lead and ran with it, or skated with it. More likely skated with it. And here we have a long-time listener, first-time jammer, Sunita Spankin.
And through in lead is Heavy Chevy.
That's right.
For the bearded ladies.
If this were college, these would be non-traditional students. So I'm going to call them non-traditional jammers.
Non-traditional jammers.
There they go. Heavy Chevy, of course, first one through. She makes it through. 4 points, Heavy Chevy. Recently got to see Heavy Chevy show off her skate racing skills at a roller rink. It was impressive.
She needed just challenging Heavy Chevy. Little jammer on jammer love there.
That's right. You like to see that.
Especially between these two, been teammates for years.
Yep. Little hip love action. Something. I don't know if I need to throw the word action into that, but definitely hip love.
Just a little bit of a kiss with your hips there.
Right.
Let's see who's gonna jam next.
Pinup Pussycat is returning for the bearded ladies.
And that's gonna be Becca Recognize for the Fire Eaters.
That's right.
Two really solid jammers on the line.
Big hit by Kat Von Diesel and Becca Recognize. Didn't stop her though.
And even after that, right, absolutely, Becca Recognize picks up the lead jammer.
Yep.
Kat Von Diesel is out of the pack first and through. She's now on her initial pass.
Get up, Pussycat. The jam is called. 2 points.
2 points picked up on that one.
We're coming down to under 4 minutes left to go. It's 140-106 with the Fire Eaters firmly in control. The bearded ladies need either a lot of Fire Eater penalty trouble or just something miraculous to happen, I think, at this point to pull this off. It can happen. It can totally happen.
Well, 3:40 left. That's quite a bit of time. Like you said, someone goes to the penalty box.
So we have Becca Recognize and Heavy Chevy.
Both out on the track now. Becca Recognize looks to move to the outside. Takes a hit from Hot Tamale, but able to stay inbounds. Gets lead jammer.
That's right. Heavy Chevy having some problems with Shanita Spankin. Has to go all the way back to the back.
Oh, Heavy Chevy takes a spill there at turn one.
Tumbles.
Looking for a penalty. And yep, it's going to go to the box.
Grand slam by Becca Recognize. Becca's been a force to be reckoned with.
This has really been a big game for Becca.
This jam is called.
Becca calls it off. Did feel like getting back up and doing it again.
These girls are lining back up. I want to give another, because she's out on the floor. I was waiting till late in the game. She's out on the floor. Happy birthday tomorrow to Billy Mitchlap. She's turning very young compared to me. Got Beethoven getting knocked outside. Comes right back in, but your lead jammer, Pin a Pussycat.
On Beethoven doing her best to work through, and she does get through. That's her initial pass.
Pinup slides out of bounds, but gets right back in there. Calls it off.
Silver and Franco with that, knocking her to the infield.
4 unanswered points there from Pinup Pussycat. 145-110, 35-point game.
Coming down to it.
Minute and a half left in this game here, this match, this bout, this night.
This event.
I'd like to thank everyone for sticking around and watching this exciting game. We have a very special jammer now. Hot Team Ollie, the tank, is jamming for the bearded ladies.
Taking on Becca Recognize for the Fire Eaters.
We had one blocker for the Fire Eaters, and that blocker happened to be Shanita Spankin. Your lead jammer, Hot Team Ollie!
First jam of the night for Hot Team Ollie. Takes advantage of it.
Makes it past Proud Mary. Now she needs to get past Shanita Spankin, and she does.
That is no easy feat. It looks like Shanita's going to the penalty box.
4 points picked up by both jammers. Even Stevens, dare I say it.
Matching point for point. Beck Recognize hot on her tail.
That's like when both of us threw scissors earlier when we were rock, paper, scissoring.
Just on that wave.
Am I allowed to say rock, paper, scissoring? That sounded wrong in my head.
4 points again for Becca Recognize.
And that jam is over. We're down to the last 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. And this game is over. Oh, did somebody hit a timeout? I missed that. Timeout. This game is not over. 1 second. You want to chant it? One more jam. One more jam.
One
do the timeout. Again, remind you to come back here June 21st. Tell all your friends it's going to be an exciting one right here in Midwest Hoops. Get your tickets. Check out nkyRollerDerby.com for all you need to know about the Black and Bluegrass Roller Girls of Northern Kentucky.
NKYRollerDerby.com, as well as the Facebook Black and Bluegrass Roller Girls. They're also on Twitter.
That's right. Pretty much anywhere in social media where someone can lurk and hide and be creepy, they're there.
I think they have a Friendster page, so check it out
Friendster,
there.
but not MySpace because they're not animals.
MySpace is lame.
Be sure to see us at Long Necks right after this, because that's where we're going. Long Necks, right off the Wilder exit, by the cinema and Mellow Mushroom and all that crap. Long Necks. Crimson Chaos for the bearded ladies.
So, red 4 is in the penalty box for a penalty box violation.
Okay.
We are restarting the clock from 1 second. You need to say that now.
Okay.
You didn't hear that.
Okay. You want me to say that right now? Okay. Red 4, which is she just making, is in the box for penalty violation, and we are starting the clock at 1 second. And that's it. And this match is over. We thought we were going to get one more jam out of it. Didn't happen. The unofficial score, Bearded Ladies 117, Fire Eaters 153. Your official winners, in the red corner, the Fire Eaters.
We didn't get our last jam.
I know, I'm kind of disappointed.
I am disappointed in that. Oh, well, I guess when you're the head ref, you can just make that decision.